Yes, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to this lesson about chapter 4.5, square root functions. And I have good news for most of you. I think the most difficult theories are now out of the way. I think chapter 4.5 and 4.6 are a bit easier than the one with all the rules in 4.3 and 4.5. Okay? We're going to take a look at what a square root function exactly is, and also if I'm going to plot it, if I'm going to draw it, what it looks like. First of all, a square root function is anything that has a form like this: y equals root x, y equals 2 root x, y equals 2 plus a half root x. So anything with root x in it, you can say, right? Or root t, that's also okay. Then the x is a t and the s is a y, right? And the names of the x's change. They are called square root functions. Remember, you cannot have a root of a negative number. So if I want to draw this, I only find positive results here. If I'm going to draw it and fill in some numbers, for example, x is 0, x is 1, x is 2, 3, 4, 5, and then they say 9, think, oh, why 9? Well, some of them give a nice result. For example, if I fill in x is 0, I find the root of 0 is 0. So apparently the origin is a point on this graph. The root of 1 is 1, so 1.1 is also on this graph. Well, some numbers don't give me a nice result because the root of 2 is not a nice number. You have to use your calculator for that. Try to find a number that times itself is 2. It's 1.414, etc. Here they round to one decimal number. It's 1.4, but that's quite difficult to plot because, yeah, where exactly is it between 1 and 2? Yeah, somewhere around here, of course. The computer can do that very accurately. I would plot 4 and 2 because the root of 4 is 2. So that's this point, 4, 2, and 9, 3, which is right here. And then make a smooth curve out of that line. You can see why the graph of y is a root x is a half a parabola as follows. If I take the formula y equals x squared, rotate it, turn it around on the side like this, and then state, well, I cannot have any negative values, so I'll erase that line. I find this line, which indeed looks like half a parabola on its, well, not on its back, turn around, I should say. Okay? Well, you're going to do some exercises about that, and then I will do theory B in this video as well because it's very brief. They want you to now sometimes just put things inside of your calculator and calculate stuff. For example, simplify the function y equals 2 plus 4 root 5x to the form y equals 2 plus a root x. How can you do that? Well, I have to now get that root 5 out of my root because they say convert it in such a way that the 5 is not there anymore. Well, this is the same as, let's draw it so it's a bit more clear because, oh, I think the book maybe does this a bit quickly. Remember, root 5x is the same as root 5 times root x. That's what it did right here. And then the 2 plus 4 is because that is still there. And this you can put in your calculator. That's what they want you to do now. And then write two decimal places. The root of 5 times 4 is approximately 8.94. So my answer is going to be 2 plus 8.94 root x. And again, you can calculate the root of 5 in this case using your calculator. So remember, most of the times here you have to now split this root, for example, in root 16 times root x again. So you can calculate it as 4 root x. And that's it. That's this chapter, this paragraph, I should say. Not this chapter, because you also have 4.6 as the closing paragraph. Practice this, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask them online. Good luck.